So standing in your chair, take the outside foot away from the chair out, still on the floor, and reach your, well, I've got my left foot out of my left arm reaching up. And now I'm flexing that hand, reaching with the heel of the palm, the heel of the hand, and flexing the raised foot. So I'm reaching heel to heel away from each other, the heel of the foot, the heel of the hand. And as I inhale, I can feel even more the stretch in all the skin between the two heels. And as I take a full breath, I can stretch all and back in with a squeeze, and then out for 2 and 1 more. Out, reach, out, squeeze for 3. And now the other side. Reach the now right foot out on the toe and arm up. And then reach them each as far away from each other. Flex the right raised foot and flex the hand, meaning that it's pressing away from the top. And take those lower ribs down so there's no arch in the lower back. And then reach, inhale, and reach the heel of the foot and the heel of the hand away from each other. And then back in and reach. Inhale fully and in. 3, reach. And inhale fully and down. Spread the legs wide, feet just slightly angled, and we'll go into boxing mode. So jab, 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 and I'm keeping my knees bent the whole time. Jab, jab, jab. Jab means to push out and pull back as quickly as you can. Hand. 1, 2. And the more that you can squat at the same time, get more movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good thing we don't have to do 10 rounds in the ring. Now take a seat or a seated bicycle. Get my microphone in the right place. First, let's stop for a shoulder circle. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way out. Inhale and exhale, and then reverse. Inhale on the way up, exhale. Each time, try to extend your range of motion. So now, this can be seated or standing. I suggest we all start seated for a bicycle. So the hands are either behind your head or near your shoulders, and elbows up. Lift the right leg some amount and twist towards so left elbow toward right knee, and up, lift, up, lift, up. It's kind of a bouncy twist if you want, or slow. Your back stays upright. You can also keep your hands down or right here. This, you get just as much of a twist this way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to standing. And just right here, take a rolling walk. Roll. Really working the feet. Feel to press down through from the, well, just, you know what walking is. Do whatever you want with the arms, but really focus on the movement of the feet, pressing heel down, ball of the foot, And I'd say we're warmed. Let's put on our leg weights. And the principles of healthy bones and balance are that by giving yourself more resistance all the time, making each movement of arm or leg more challenging, is how the bones get the message at any age that they need to be stronger. We're going to start with side leg raise, standing up, hand near a chair, wall, and lift the left leg, turn the toe in strongly. Feel that front thigh going towards the middle, and lift up and slowly squeeze back for 1, 2, lift up against the resistance, squeeze against resistance, 4, 5, keep the toe strongly turned in, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, lift, squeeze, for 11, and for 12. And now the triplet, 1, 2, and 3. Pause, bend the knees, little hip wiggle, bend one knee, then the other. Actually, that pulls up the side muscle more. Second set. In español, 1. Press up, feel. Don't rush anything. Don't cheat yourself. 3, 4, 5. Reach up, press into the standing heel. 7, no, 6, 7, 8. If we get another one, 9, 10, 11, 12. Squeeze back. Whew, good. Maybe a little tap on those outer hip muscles. And switch sides. I'm going to turn my fan on. And standing on the left, lifting the right, turning the toe in. Inhale, my power as I press into the standing foot, reaching up at the crown of the head, up as tall as I can be. And there's 1, 2, squeeze in, 3, squeeze, 4, squeeze, 5, squeeze, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Not and 10, 11, and 12. Pause before the triplet. Betsy, could you make sure that everyone is muted, except me, and the triplet?
Somehow you got muted.
Can really feel that stretch in the side. 3, 2, 1. Now the second set of 12. 12, 11, squeeze it in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. One more slow walk. Get your arms involved. And face your chair or hands on the thighs, bend the knees, lift the sit bones up, and press the thighs back as you press the spine long, parallel to the floor, back of the neck. Rest the hands on the chair and bend the elbows if you can. You can also bend the knees a little more and come to standing. We'll take up a single weight for tricep exercise. I will start with the right side and can be done seated or standing. Bend the front elbow, call that the knee, hand at the hip, roll that shoulder blade really onto the spine, towards the spine on, and extend the arm straight. 2, upper arm does not move on the lower arm. 3, 4, 5. As you press out, squeeze the belly in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe you're squeezing that ball too, or you've got to wait. But if not, you can get an extra squeeze out of the ball. Triplet. 2 and 3. And straighten the leg. A little loosening the shoulders. Take them up to the ears. Drop down. Second set. 1, en pensée. 2. Press against the weight. 3, 4. And make it hard to come in too with your own resistance adding. 5, 6, 7. Belly to the spine as you go out. That was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slow back in and take your right weight for the left arm, bend the front knee, and really roll the shoulder blade on. This is part of our daily life exercise. Get those shoulder blades together. It's much less stress on the shoulder because you're using the whole shoulder blade to hand arm that you have. Inhale, and upper arm stays still, lower arm extends for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. And pause for a moment. Maybe let your arm turn, rotate in and out. And second set. Italiano. 1, keep that elbow as high as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5, belly in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 sounds good in any language. So weights or balls down, out of your way and give your triceps, the back of your upper arms, nice little squeeze. And we are do stand up, sit down. This is our timed exercise, our only timed exercise. And take a seat. All right. A little breather. So within the 30 seconds, you want to stand up fully and sit down fully, even lifting your feet. Or you'll know when you're really fully releasing your weight in the sit down so that it's more work, and keep your own count of how many stand up, sit downs is one, and so forth. So, ready? Go. And stop. And now you can get a reward of reaching your legs long, flexing the feet, pressing down with the heels, reaching up with the arms, maybe arch the back a little bit to get a feeling of length and stretch. Interlace the fingers and press up to the ceiling. Bend one knee and the other, and come to sitting. Inhale, feet flat on the floor, knees, legs stay firm, and turn to the left. Inhale, exhale, deepen the twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, using the muscles of your belly, of your back. And float back to center. Inhale, lengthen, and turn to the right. You can hold on to the chair if you want to for a little extra leverage, and press your left palm against the outside of your right knee. And just visualize the vertebrae of your spine separating from each other as they get stretched up, 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 and down as you press down into the chair seat and reach up at the crown of the head. And float back to center. Let's take 2 weights, hand weights for bicep curls. And I'm going to stand, but the exercise is the same if you're seated. And we look at alignment in both ways. I put my hips over my ankles, shoulders over the hips, and turn the palms forward, feeling the elbows stay right where they are, just barely touching your shirt, and coming down. 2, exhale up, inhale slowly down. 3, inhale. As you do 4, take your belly toward your spine, navel toward the spine. Inhale. 5, inhale. 6, inhale. 7, inhale. 8, inhale. 9, 10, 11. Keep your shoulder blades moving towards each other. 12. Triplet. 1, 2, and 3. Let the weights hang down. Maybe turn them a bit for arm rotation. And right on to the second set in Greek. Ένα. Inhale down. 2. Inhale down. Bend the knees softly and navel to the spine. 3. 4. Pende. 6. 7. Keep the power going. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. And down. Pulikala. That's very good. Pulikala. Weights down. Always check that your moving space is clear enough for safety. And we will take a seat for leg extension, knee extension. And you might want squeezy balls. So we're in right now, we're in our familiar 90 degrees, ankles under the knees, hips, shoulders aligned. And we're ready to, let's just do it. Extend the right leg, reach the heel long, really straighten that knee, whether it's lower, middle, wherever you are, not higher, and then back. So it's great strengthener of the muscles around the knee and also the quads on the front of the thigh. And the whole time, keeping the shoulder blades lightly moving towards each other. So you're completely erect. 2. 3, reach the heel, point flex, return. 4. 5. Reach. 6. 7. Reach for 8, keep the shoulder blades together. 9. 10. 11. 12. 1. 2. 3. And brief break, 30 seconds between sets, because we build bones by tiring the muscles and moving them to the next level. You think that's working? I mean, the tiring part. Shoulder blades on the back. Inhale and 1. 2. Straighten the leg. 3. 4. Straighten. You could circle or point flex. 5. I think that's 7, actually. 8. 9. Reach with the heel. 11. 12. Down. You could even drop that knee just a little bit. Don't press the stretch too much, just to help it release. And back. Left leg. Sit tall, shoulder blades together. loosely. I mean, you're not squeezing, but that's where they are, and that's keeping your chest up. Inhale and reach with the heel, point flex, left leg this time, down. 2, 3. Reach, feel that energy line. 4, 5, 6. Feel the core work as the belly's in. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and uno. This is the triplet. Dos. Squeeze the base. When I say squeeze, I'm thinking the muscles at the knee. And second set. Left leg. You can keep the point flex, or you could do the ankle circle. The point is just to keep our leg out there for a little bit longer. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think. Hold your torso in place. 6. Set. I know it's hard. 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11 and 12. Woo, that is hard. And give that a nice tap with fists or balls on the hard-working thigh. And just drop the knee loosely. We're not going to lean back. We're not going to press that stretch, but just indulge it a little bit. Work and release. Open both knees wide, ankles under the knee, and hinge torso forward, bending so the sit bones are lifting because you've tipped your pelvis, not bending the back. So the back is still straight. You might stay right there. Your hands might travel down the inner calf, maybe to the floor, but the back stays straight. But you can feel a stretch in your quad and in your inner thighs as well. So little balls down and take hold of both weights for overhead press. So we always do this seated. Hands at the shoulder. And just check your alignment. Knees over the heel, over the ankles, shoulders over the hips. And press for 1. Okay, that's 2. Just pause. Well, I'm going to be smart and adjust my weight to health of my shoulder. And now 2, inhale. 3, inhale. 4, inhale. 5, inhale. 6, inhale. Try to be aware of how your shoulder blades are moving. 7, 8. Squeeze the belly in as you go up. 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll do our triplet. 1, 2, 3. Slowly down and tiny rest. Anybody paying attention to the US Open women's finals that took place on Saturday? I didn't see it, but so amazing. This is one of the greatest kind of breakthrough by a unseeded player, and certainly in the Open history, with the victory of young British woman. So we have our victories too. Each time we come and do this. Uno, dos. Pray on the shelf, just in front of your head, not straight up. Cuatro, inhale. Cinco, inhale. Seis. Siete. Ocho. Nueve. 10. 11. 12. And slow, 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 and make it hard. And bravo. Put those weights down and just add a little shake. Shaking this is good for the joints, good for the hands. And speaking of the hands, let's flick. So trying to get in a place where you can really see. Just general fist, fingers out straight. I'm counting, you don't need to, but we'll do a lot of them. I'm lifting my heels at the same time, just to I said it'd be a lot of them. You can lift your toes now if you're getting bored. And give those hands a rub. And now place them on your thighs and as if it were a table, and spread the fingers out and together, out, and really stretch out. I mean, you could do it in the air too. But you're really getting a different stretch entirely in the muscles of the palm, or the hand and fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake. And one more. Now this time you want your hands down on something, on a table, or thighs are convenient. So, and we're going to lift the thumb only, as high as it can go. And then index finger only, middle finger, fourth finger, and fifth. And going back, fifth, fourth, middle, index, thumb. And just go back and forth a few times, but really try. I mean, some of them hardly lift, but really work on it, and keeping the others pressing down. Take some concentration and training of the muscles, which is one of the things we're about. And release. Roly-poly, interlace the fingers loosely and pull. So we're about strengthening muscles in order to strengthen bones, but we also want to keep our joints healthy. All of our movements are to the good. I mean, almost any movement is good for joints, but some things we take, and the hands are a collection of joints. So press out, lift up as you're able, take your lower ribs down towards the waist, and bend the elbows and release. And stand up for back leg raise. Still got your leg weights on. Standing at the chair, slide the right leg back, toes still on the floor, and just check shoulder blades are together, your chest is open, and then you squeeze and lift and touch down and back. Slide, lift, squeeze, return. 3, 4. So it's a deep muscular effort at the top point. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, triplet. 1, 2, 3. Up on the toes and down. Second set. Just remember, you can, if you can't lift that high, you can still get in a really great squeeze. So even keep your toe on the floor if you need to, but powerhouse your squeeze. Inhale. 1, I think we do French. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Lift, squeeze, set. No, that was 9, 10. 11. Last one. Really give it a lot and down. Woo! I can feel the heat rising from the screen. Second side. Let's do a little heel toe. And be glad you don't have a microphone cord. So left leg, slide back. Seems like it's gonna be nice and easy, and then smoke comes out as you lift. 2, 3, 4. Slide, lift. 6, 7, 8, 9. Feel like your belly's all engaged there too. 10, 11. This is core too. And 12, triplet. 1, 2, 3. Hold, 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 and come down. Ride that bicycle, bending one knee, then the other. Just 30 seconds. Second set. Italiano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shoulder blades together, torso back staying erect. 9, 10, 11, 12. Good work. Let's have a little wide leg. Slide hips side to side. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh. Bend the knees and turn it into a hula hoop or hip circle. And back the other way. And a push-up, are, various versions of the push-up can be done at the wall. And the further your legs are away from the wall, the more intense it is. And then you bend your elbows to take your straight torso forward. So the whole body is straight. That's true in any case. If you want to do it at the chair, rest your hands on the chair seat or hold on to the side. And you want the chair to be stable. So I'm putting mine on a yoga mat, or you could have it against a wall. And then walk your feet away. So my arms are straight, shoulders over the wrists, and trying to keep that long back body straight and aligned, reaching the tailbone towards the heels, letting my shoulder blades come together, lifting my belly up and away, and bend the elbows a little, probably just a little, maybe not. Maybe some of you, and try 5 of them. I'll let you count. But even if you stay right here, you got a good plank and you're getting a lot. And bend the knees and walk forward and climb up for ham curls. So we added a few things to ham curls to make it a little more more work and more interesting, more variety. So you can let me know how you like it. So we added a sort of a half of a goalpost. So still keeping a hand on the chair. Stick with starting with right first. So as you know, the ham curl itself, thighs stay parallel, lower leg becomes parallel to the floor, and the foot is flexed. So that's getting a good workout here. So, but our arms are wasting time. So we're going to try a half of a goalpost. So, which is to take arms in this position, but the key thing is taking the shoulder blade towards the spine. 2, 3, but don't forget the resistance in the leg. 5, you can also stick to straight ham curls. 6, 7, if your balance is good, you could try 2 arms. 8, 9, might be distracting though. 10, 11, 12, triplet. 1, 2, 3, and pause. So our second set is a knee lift, knee down, and then a regulation ham curl. So you're not just sliding between, you come. So 2, knees are level, and then ham curl. 3, 4, so the foot brushes the floor there at the bottom. 5, 6, is that workup going in the ham curl? We don't want to miss that right here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew. I feel warm, even with my fan going. That's a good sign. I like to think of it as a sign of the engine's making bone. I'm not sure if it's that direct, but that's what I like to think. So left leg with a half goalpost, shoulder blade in. 3, flex that foot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, triplet. 3, 2, 1, down. Bend the knees, lift the heels, and down. Second set with a knee lift if you choose. Second set of the left side. So 1, I gotta make sure I'm doing my real. 2, 3, knee lift, and then regulation ham curl. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost there, 12. Woo. Woo. This feels good. And a chair dog or L with the chair is going to feel good too. Hands down and just walk back. You can do this at your hands at the chair back too. And really you want to get, so we're not, we're getting that stretch in the back of the leg. Those very hams that we've been firing up again and again. Lift the belly up towards away from the floor, lift the armpits away from the floor, the back of the neck can be long. And as you kind of wiggle your hips back, you could feel stretching, opening, firing on all cylinders. That's where we want to be. So we're not an well, we do isolate the focus on one muscle, but we're build our consciousness of how our whole body is supporting that. And that's also what makes exercise mindful, being aware of the body's alignment and supportive role in building the core that allows you to go further and further out with more and more weights. So let's take off our leg weight. And do some balance work. Or a chair nearby. Just stand for a moment, mountain pose. Feel your body's weight in the feet. Spread the toes wide. Press down on the big toe mound as well as the pinky toe mound. You may not even think about these feet that carry you around. The inner heel, the outer heel pressing. And while they're pressing, lift the inner arch up a little more. Take the belly to the spine, let the shoulder blades just gently move towards each other. Back of the neck is long. This is the exercise you can do any time of day. And release. Stand on the right leg and lift the left. Maybe hug it in. And place it. I'm pressing my heel just above my knee. And I can feel a tendency it wants to go over there. Wants to sort of slump into there. I've got to resist that. And this is true wherever your foot is. So you press this in, that's really going to help your balance. And then think about your vertical energy as the right heel presses down, crown of the head reaches up. And you also have this pressing towards the middle, towards the golden cord of your erect, balanced body. Notice your breathing, not holding. It's effortful, but try to find some relaxation in it. And you might fix your gaze across the room at something that can't move. I'm looking at the window latch. And as you focus on that, you can keep your body arranged around that straight point of focus and release. And again, Bend knees, circle hips, and take the other side. If your balance or it feels too long standing there, come down and come back up. Find your own adjustment. So I'm lifting the right knee, and even before I settle where that leg's going to be, I'm going to practice what it would mean to slouch that standing hip and what it means to press it in the other direction. And then place your heel or foot or toe on the ground, but a place that you can press into as you begin balance. It's not at all static. Everything about it is constantly renewing. The pressure in and the breath lengthen. So, and the rebalancing, I have to look at something that's not moving. I can't look at the screen. The knee of the standing leg is slightly soft, bent, gentle bend, so it's not locked. Then you lose your, that's a balance aid, being able. All right, let's call that 30 seconds or more. So facing the chair, come up on the balls of the feet and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. And lift the balls of the feet as you kind of press back on the heels. And then down again, up for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We have time for a kind of relaxing lunge. So it's not with movement, it's more to stretch. So I'm holding onto the chair, bending the front knee right over the ankle. And then I'm so my left leg is way back on the ball of the foot and just bending it and straightening it, but not going forward with this one. And then pivot. You can move your chair. And reverse. So now my left leg is bent at the chair and I'm going down 1. Front knee doesn't go past the toes. And heel toe together. Take a seat for a quad stretch. So I'm facing left, so my left knee is right over the ankle and the right ankle there. Back toes are curled under and they're active. They're pressing down into the floor. This isn't a rest pose, it's active. Most of our stretches are really with engaged muscles. It protects the muscles and keeps us in alignment while we're allowing opening, in this case, in the front of the right thigh. You can hang on to the chair. Let your shoulder blades come under and just support your upper back, lifting your chest. If you want, you can raise the right arm out, make the stop sign, and pull back with the other hand on the fingers. And switch, a little pivot, press down with the back toes, up on the sit bones, and lean back. Or not, you can place your hands right here, or you can do another stretch. Left arm reaches out, stop sign, hands pull back. And keep those shoulder blades together, lifting up the chest. Just keeping it straight. It's not really an arch. And inhale. And come up. Right arm across. Stretch the back of the arm, shoulder, and this way. And tricep stretch, right arm up and bends, and left hand can pull it back a little bit. Remember to keep your torso in your series of right angles. You know the mantra, heels under knees, shoulders over hips, belly to the spine, shoulder blades together, and left, same thing. So if you want more of this body alignment and stretching in a very different format, you're welcome to come to the yoga class I teach, which is going to start Friday, October 1st at 10 o'clock. So it could complete your week with a 3 days, 10 to 11 o'clock, if you're drawn to yoga or curious about it. It should be accessible almost to anyone. You do have to get on the floor and up, but we do that slowly. And your first class is free. So if you haven't been, you're welcome to check us out. Feels good to be on this end of our exercise. Drop the hands, bring the arms together. Oh, this is an effort for me with my shoulder, and down. Let's do it again. Just like embracing the morning, the possibility. Even the days that it's hard or we don't quite have it one more, we can get stronger. Pressing palms together, feeling the warmth of connectivity that we share in this Zoom circle. Have a wonderful day. Keep moving.